Alright there, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to Random Materwelon upload, and on this beautiful Friday or Saturday, depends on when I'm gonna upload this, we're going to take a look at Tory Lanez. Now why the hell would I ever do that? Well, we're actually not going to talk about his music today, thank god. Instead, there's a different reason Tory Lanez has been in the headlines recently, and it's because of his music video for the song Boink, Boink. That's such a painfully bad name for a song, man. Together with Rich the Kid and someone else I couldn't care less about. This music video features a very infamous person that maybe shouldn't be getting the chance to appear on such a big platform like Tory's, and I don't see a lot of people talking about the whole thing, so I'll try to get some quick points across. Okay, so background knowledge. Tory Lanez is obviously a rapper from Toronto that has a somewhat decent fan base, I guess. Personally, I always knew about his existence, but I never really listened to his stuff all that much since I thought his music was never really that outstanding, at least in my personal opinion, and he has been in some hot water throughout half of 2020 really. For him, allegedly, very important word here, allegedly shooting female rapper Megan Thee Stallion in her foot at a pool party, and I just don't care anymore, man. I couldn't care less at this point. People are still talking about this even though it happened like 7 months ago or something. Just fucking wait on if the court rules him guilty or not. One of the two has to be lying about this whole situation, but at this point no one would ever admit it. But that's basically the main reason he's still being talked about to this day, the whole Megan Thee Stallion controversy. I mean, his Spotify looks good as well, but it's being kept alive by Jack Harlow really, since all of his other music since the whole Megan Thee Stallion incident wasn't all that hot. It was pretty shit, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, no offense if you enjoy it, but it really wasn't my cup of tea. So on his Loner project, which dropped in December if I'm not mistaken, one of the songs, that being Boink Boink, got a music video, and it featured this girl. So for those of you that don't recognize this person at all, her name is Marcella Zoia. She's from Toronto, Canada, just like Tory Lanez, and she got infamous in 2019 for some very stupid ignorant shit. Just take a look at this clip. So as you can see, she threw a chair down on the street from a balcony and then posted it on her social media. Now, I hope I don't have to explain why that was completely wrong to do. From this height, that chair could have obviously killed an unsuspecting passenger. Now, we're very lucky that, in fact, nobody had been injured with this whole incident, since the chair that was dropping from that balcony would have been the equivalent to getting crushed by an anvil from the sky in Minecraft. But luckily it didn't hit anyone or anything. But since this wasn't faked or scripted in any way, the fact that she endangered the lives of everyone on the street by acting impulsively without any thought at all, it was maybe because she tried to make this some sort of joke for her social media or just to gain clout, but for whatever reason this dumbass did this action, she clearly needed to suffer consequences for her completely unacceptable behavior, which could have endangered many people. And so she did face consequences, as was to be expected. She was punished for her actions. Now, I personally think this punishment is way too soft, and she should have went to jail at least for a couple of months to learn her lesson. I mean, she's clearly just some spoiled Instagram hoe. There's a lot of those floating around these days, but the judge overlooking her case after Marcella, or Chairgirl as she has been known by most, confessed, since, you know, she filmed herself committing the crime and then posted it onto social media, so she kinda had to plead guilty. But the judge actually decided to give her a 2,000 Canadian dollar fine and 2 years on probation, which was a very light sentence, like I said, considering she literally could have killed several people and would have no excuses if it actually hit someone. Well, except that she was drunk, but if you know you're gonna behave like an idiot when you're drunk, then maybe don't get fucking wasted every day, especially not in your hotel room balcony. Anyway, as a reasoning for this decision, the judge stated that Chairgirl had shown visible regret, fully took responsibility as she should, and she never intended to harm anyone in the first place. Now, I don't think intent to harm really matters if you're going to potentially kill someone. It doesn't matter if, for example, you were actually trying to hit a basketball net or some shit. If it would have hit a human, it would be just like he was your goal all along, and the whole regret thing, just keep that in the back of your mind for a minute or so. Okay, so you might be wondering, how the hell does Tory Lanez play into all of this? Well, in his Boink Boink music video, he decided that it would be a good idea to not only have Chairgirl featured but also include a scene where Tory Lanez 4-foot high looking ass and his two models are pretending to be frightened by the Chairgirl pretending to throw a chair onto them, all while he coincidentally decided to add this out of place looking watermark for his honestly mediocre at best album. So this is obviously wrong, and he added the watermark solely because he knew people would talk about it and wanted to use it as additional promotion. So what I think these rappers or their labels need to realize is that not all attention is good attention for the brand. Cloud chasing has no long-lasting benefit at all. I could be making a clickbait video about getting my penis waxed featuring Sniper Wolf, and I would probably get a lot of views for that, but with that also comes hatred, and after a few days at best, people will have moved on, and those who decide to stay will stay as haters, who are incredibly hard to convey into supporters, especially if you keep pulling those social media stunts. But if you have to go through such lengths in order to get more attention on your music and promote your stuff, then your music is obviously...
It's not good.
I mean, if this is the only way you can get a lot of listeners to your music, it should tell you need to improve that music. All of these people like Lil Pump or 6ix9ine pull off these crazy social media stunts, but at the end of the day, the attention they get is short-lived, and it will most likely not transition into their music getting harder, and absolutely not in them gaining any amounts of fans or supporters from this. Just look at their recent songs, all of them massively flopped. So for Tory Lanez to attempt to use this as some controversial promotion or some shit, that's just incredibly disappointing, and the bar is already set so low right now for expectations from Tory Lanez, but he just keeps sinking deeper and deeper. And for Marcella, aka the Chairgirl, remember one of the main reasons the judge didn't decide she should be locked up in jail? That's right, because she apparently regretted the incident completely and took responsibility. Yeah, going around in music videos making a mockery of her potentially killing multiple people for no apparent reasons other than to gain social media followers. Yeah, I bet nothing shows the feeling of regret more than that. I mean, this is obviously very disrespectful, not just to the judge, but for everyone she could have potentially endangered. This clearly shows she was let off the hook far too easily. She is minimizing the gravity of the situation and should have been punished more severely. This shows how ungrateful she is for the fact that she avoided jail time, despite her definitely deserving some, in order to realize what she did was all wrong. And by Tory Lanez adding her into this music video and making her such a dominant role by platforming and supporting that behavior is just incredibly pathetic, man. Like seriously, man, why would you ever platform someone like that? That's just disgusting. Okay, so we're now at the end of the video, guys. Definitely let me know in the comments what you thought about this whole situation. Are you on my side in thinking that what Tory Lanez and this girl did was very disrespectful and she should be punished for this, or at least it goes to show that she should have been punished harder initially? Or are you on the other side of thinking, you know, this isn't that bad, it's just some social media stunts and shit? Definitely let me know down below. I'd be interested. Don't be frightened to share your opinion if it varies from mine. I won't judge or shit. And yeah, definitely make sure to follow me on Twitter at @realmaterwelon to be notified about all my latest tweets, and subscribe to his channel, of course, if you enjoy this stuff. Ring the bell and just like this video, it really helps out a lot. And stay safe, we'll see each other next video.